not only the victims who were actually hit by gunfire, but there are a lot more people who are going to be forever impacted by what happened here today.
Super Bowl celebrations cut short in Kansas City when shots rang out near the Kansas City Chiefs victory rally. This morning, we know 3 people are in custody as we do learn more about the victims.
So Jim Stratman has been diving into this for us this morning. Jim's here with us in the studio. And Jim, what we know now is police have identified the person who died here.
Yeah, her name is Lisa Lopez Galvan. She actually worked as a local radio host in Kansas City at KKFI, that station, confirming her death in a Facebook post. Lopez Galvan was one of 22 gunshot victims, but so far the only one to die. ABC affiliate KMBC is reporting at least 11 children were taken to area hospitals after that shooting, 9 with gunshot wounds. Shots were fired yesterday afternoon as the Chiefs Super Bowl victory rally was starting to wrap up. Video here in a second shows 2 men tackling one of the suspected shooters in the middle of a crowd. Now, one of those men, Paul Contreras, said he and his daughters were heading back to their car when he heard someone yelling that a shooter was running back against the crowd and towards them.
One guy was hollering and saying, stop him, or catch him, tackle him, whatever. And he's just bailing running. So I went to go tackle him, and another gentleman did the same thing. And as I'm tackling him, I see his weapon either fall out of his hand or out of his sleeve. So when I seen that hit the ground, I'm like, oh, we got to take this guy down.
Now, this shooting marks the 49th mass shooting so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archives. Now, they classify a mass shooting as an incident where 4 or more people were shot. Last night, President Biden making that point on X, formerly Twitter. You can see his tweet behind me. He points out that today, 6 years after the Parkland school shooting, the acts of gun violence still cut deep into the American soul. He also references shootings in Atlanta and D.C., saying that he and the First Lady are praying for the killed and the injured and for the country to end this gun violence epidemic that we see here. Eric, Grace.
Jim, thank you so much. Players from the Kansas City Chiefs are reacting to the shooting as well. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes on Twitter saying he's praying for Kansas City, and tight end Travis Kelce said he's heartbroken over the tragedy and his heart is with everybody affected.
And we will, of course, continue to follow the story as we learn more about the victims and what's next for the suspects. You can download our WHAS11 News app for alerts on new information as we get it.
New this morning, 2 people are recovering after New Albany fire crews rescued them from a car trapped in an embankment. The fire department says around 4 yesterday afternoon, crews were sent to the area of Grant Line Road and I-265. Fire crews found 2 people pinned inside a car, freeing them with help from police and EMS. They were taken to the hospital to be treated for their injuries.
Community members, you need to clear the house is what needs to be done. All right.
So clearly things got heated Tuesday night between people attending this Nelson County School Board meeting and the school board itself. It resulted in the board abruptly ending that meeting. Now, the school board at the time was discussing the steps to move forward with a controversial merger between the county's middle school and high school. Parents, students, and teachers all opposed that decision. Now, as the meeting neared its end, discussions turned sour after board member Tracy Bowling questioned other board members. Now, she claims the community's continued frustration about the merger is rooted in a lack of communication.
I think I would like to hear the board sort of have some discussion about the decision itself. Since we've had many people stand up here and kind of ask us questions, maybe it's time we actually respond.
Now, Melissa and Jeff Parrish agree. They have 5 kids in the Nelson County School District. They say parents feel ignored by a majority of the board, citing unanswered emails, and 4 of the 5 board members not attending community forums.
If you're elected to be the voice of a community, but you don't listen to the community or show to any community event, when you make votes, where do you get your knowledge to raise your hand, yes or no?
School Board Chair Amanda Deaton says she understands the concerns of parents, but there's no perfect scenario here. Tomorrow, there's a court hearing on a lawsuit filed by Nelson County families against the school board. Families tell us they do plan to attend in person.
We are also hearing from Jefferson County parents and students who are unhappy about the options JCPS has laid out to fix its transportation issues. The most controversial idea includes removing bus service for many magnet and traditional students. One JCPS parent says that could create serious equity issues in the district.
Can go to magnet schools will be the more privileged students. It's really against the whole idea that magnet schools should be for everybody.
The district estimates this option would impact close to 16,000 magnet and traditional school students, but it says it would also free up enough bus drivers to cover the necessary routes. The school board will vote on the issue next month.
6:07 now. Today we expect to learn more about a huge investment coming to downtown Louisville. Norton Healthcare is investing $5 million for its new Norton Women's Care Center. It's set to open in March and will house OBGYN services, a women's doula program, and a clothing pantry. Healthcare officials plan to be speaking about the new development at 10 o'clock today.